Get that light. Get that light button.
In this hellhole I've been stuck, but I'm still something I never felt before. I can't stop this craving. If you tried it once, you want it even more. The smoke down here will sting and burn, so cover up your eyes. Sooner than you know we'll rise. Baby, I just wanna take you home. So lose the grip and make it on your own. Yeah, yeah. You got a claustrophobic mind, and I am not that saving kind.
Turtle, what is good? I know some people better be hitting that damn like button, alright?
I just wanna take you home. So lose the grip and make it on your own.
Zab did an apology video. Today, about Susan Dolly.
And I am not
About time.
kind. Baby, I just wanna take you home. So lose the grip and make it on your own. Yeah, yeah. You got a claustrophobic mind, and I am not that vagrant kind. Not that vagrant
Feel like you're at a rock concert? What is up, beautiful turtles? Okay, so I seen people in the chat room already saying Zav Girl did an apology video. Now, I haven't had a chance to listen to Zav Girl's apology. Matter of fact, I may pour a video up, play the audio, just hear what she says, because I haven't heard it yet. You know, yesterday she kind of doubled down, or the day before yesterday, on what she said. Hopefully she retracts all that. You know, when I was just watching a video, you know, because, you know, people keep saying all these people are posting all these dead kids. And I wanted to see if it was true about the other creator. And it was. You know, people are showing other. I just think that is completely wrong to do. I couldn't even believe it. Now, I ain't going to go into this jumping down people's necks for what they do. I'm not YouTube police. All right. I just think morally it's absolutely wrong to do things like that. And one of these videos had 700,000 views of a dead kid. Okay? And the creator that put it out, I just can't even believe it. I just can't even believe it. Like, I don't know what people be thinking when they do these things. You know, not to keep kicking a dead horse, you know, and then posting its autopsy photo. Little humor there. Get it? Get it? Get it? All right, look. So I don't want to keep kicking the dead horse. All right, it's pretty dead at this point. Now, hopefully, she put out a sincere apology to her people and to people she may and may not offended. Okay, I think any parent that seen that or heard about that, because I didn't even see it, was offended by it. Right. So I'm gonna pull her video up because I'm curious at this point to what she says. So, let's see. Okay, so apparently there was a little break in the vacation. So let's see. Let's see what Zav had to say. I hope it's something heartfelt, okay? And just not something she's just like, oh, okay, whatever. Was it a live or just a video? My apologies. Okay, 3 hours ago.
Hi, everyone. If you're listening to this, then you likely know about the last few days. I want to apologize to everyone I've hurt, but especially Cannon's family. I've been doing some major soul searching and reflecting. There are many trying to define my motivations, and while I'm not looking for forgiveness or trying to make excuses, I do hope to provide additional context that has not been made clear. I have followed the Letitia Stout case closely And it was actually during the
Y'all can hear that okay, right? Everybody in the chat, y'all can hear that good? Well, I mean, y'all know what she looks like. You know, I just let her video. Can y'all hear the audio of it? Okay, y'all can hear it. Okay. Yes, okay. Here we go.
trial that I made the official records request. And it was in El Paso County, Colorado. I requested all the video, audio, and written records. I made no request for autopsy photos. I wanted all trial records, but my main interests were interviews with Letitia. The autopsy photos just happened to be in the files. I spent time reviewing what I received so I could provide more info from the trial. I believe many of my images were already shown during the televised trial, and I saw the photos on other public YouTube channels that live streamed the trial and shared the evidence. I didn't think any of the images were new. These photos were already public, although the video I put together with the coroner's voice was my own creation. I chose to put the video on Patreon because of the sensitive nature of the evidence. Putting the evidence...
No, I had to disagree with Zab right there. You knew if you put the images of that autopsy on YouTube, they'd kick you off. Let's be real. Everybody knows that. They would kick you off YouTube. You put pictures of a dead kid up here, you might as well kiss your YouTube channel goodbye. Alright? But so far, she sounds legitimate in what she's saying. That, you know, she didn't request these pictures. You know, it just came with it. But you still chose to do it. You know, it was a bad decision. But it's good to see she's apologizing. You know, so hopefully it gets a little better.
Behind a paywall meant added security, and I naively thought they wouldn't be made public. The video I created with a voice from the coroner wasn't meant to be shared outside of Patreon, and I chose not to put the photos on YouTube, a public forum, where the views would have allowed me to make more money, and the photos would be seen by more people. Because the video was placed behind a paywall, rumors about the images not being blurred or being different than what was shown in trial started to surface. No photos shows genitalia. I have made no jokes about the photos. I don't even cuss on my channel, and I would never allow derogatory remarks about a victim.
That's good to hear. You know what I'm saying? See, because I haven't seen it. Now, I've seen channels, but I've seen channels also lie about me. Okay? In Zab's defense, I've seen channels that straight up lie, make up shit just to hurt my channel. Okay? So, if she didn't show, you know, still, you shouldn't be showing a little boy, but it's good to hear that, you know, you wasn't showing him naked. You know, that would have been terrible.
I realized my intentions were not communicated well. My channel style is sort of me hanging out with friends and speaking off the cuff, and I did not articulate my reasons or think my decision through. At this time, my Patreon website...
That was good. That was good. I like that. She didn't think it through. She just did it. It's kind of off the cuff. Let me see what happens. I can buy that. I can buy that a little bit. You know, she just wasn't thinking. At least she's honest and she's saying it now. Hey, I wasn't damn thinking.
Site has been shut down. I am not sharing any of the photos or video anywhere. Although you can see the photos published on other popular channels. Nothing you see is from me, nor will it ever be. To those who have supported me and followed my channel, and to the true crime community, I'm sorry I let you down. I cannot imagine the pain Gannon's family has gone through. My anger over what happened to Gannon is the reason I started following the case. I'm not this evil, heartless person like many are saying, but I'm also doing a lot of self-reflecting.
See, I knew she wasn't a horrible person, because every time I've had any encounters with Zab Girl, she's always been nice to me, always been polite to me. Even when other people were being shitty to me, she was never really mean to me. She could have jumped on to be mean to Dolly Train, you know. But, you know, people make mistakes, and she's made a huge mistake. And it's absolutely good to hear her come out and take responsibility for it. Say, hey, I wasn't thinking. I did some dumb shit, you know. It is what it is. People make mistakes in this world.
And I'm looking into sensitivity training. I did not want to add to the family's loss with anything I said or shared.
I don't know about that now. The sensitivity training... That was a lot. Okay, that was a lot. Not to laugh at this, but the sensitivity training, Zab Girl. I will teach you some sensitivity training. Okay, for 3 easy payments of $19.95, baby. Dolly sensitivity training. I got Dolly soap dishes, body washes, lotions, damn bracelets, damn sensitivity training now, right? There's life coaches out here on Patreon. You know, I know a really big one that I've been kind of missing. My life coach, you know, she's no longer on YouTube, but she's still on Patreon. She's still on Patreon because I guess she ain't posting no pictures of no dead kids, okay? One day she'll be back. One day she'll be back, okay? So it's good to hear Zav Girl apologize, and it sounds pretty genuine, but I'll leave that to the chat in a few minutes. Y'all decide. Let's finish playing what she has to say. The sensitivity training now. Look, I got the best deals around, Zav Girl, on sensitivity training. I cry everything. I'll teach you to cry. You'll be just on a drop of a dime. You'll be sad as hell. You'll be sensitive as shit, okay? It's called getting old. It's called being a dad. It's called having family feelings. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got feelings, I'll start stabbing you with forks, okay? And you'll feel it. And then when you cry, I'll be like, see, you're being sensitive. Join Dolly. Anybody else need sensitivity training in here? Okay, I'll hook you up. I'm just letting y'all know.
About this case. And it will be a long time before I ever trust myself or my decisions again. To Gannon's family, I have no words that can make.
That was a little much too. It'll be a long time before I trust myself. That's a lot. That's a little bit of overkill. Now, just saying, a little bit of overkill.
Make this better. No one should have to ever go through what you guys have been through. I am so very sorry for any pain that I have caused you.
Okay, well that was good. She apologized to her viewers. She apologized to the true crime community.
There are a ton of
pause this. She apologized to Gannon's family. You know, so you're disappointed. And so Sassy says, "I'm disappointed in some that thought this was okay." Well, I guess she's realizing now, and you know, there's other people out here that are doing these same things, right? They need to realize too, the same heat that Zav Girl's been getting needs to be put on these other people that are doing these same things. You know, as a community, we got to demand our people to do better than that. Say, hey, you ain't putting out pictures of dead kids. I mean, we got limits here, okay? I know this is YouTube and it's the Wild West, but there are limits to what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't put pictures of minors that are dead on the internet. It's bad enough when adults are up there and we have to see that, okay? But when you're a minor, you shouldn't be on the internet. Like, I shouldn't turn on a video and see a kid dead, okay? I just shouldn't. On anybody's channel up here on YouTube. If you want to talk about children that are deceased, talk about children that are deceased. Why do we have to see the gore of it? We understand. We know that kids die. We know what it's horrible. I mean, I think that's a good enough image that you don't need to actually see it happen. That's why do you think the news don't show a whole bunch of, they blur it out. You know, they'll show the video up until the person gets killed and they'll cut that part out, because you shouldn't have to ever watch, you know, that on TV. I think people are getting desensitized in this world we live in, right? That, oh, it's just death. Death is a lot. You know what I'm saying? I don't think some people realize how serious being dead is. And especially when your life is taken from you brutally and horribly like that. Okay? Because this little kid went through a lot in his last moments, you know, and he shouldn't have to continue to go through it, and his family should have time. They should be healing, not getting rocks thrown at them. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, like the family said, they feel re-victimized. Santana, thank you for joining up, becoming a member. Good way to keep Dolly alive, keep that sunshine out, get my tan going, okay? So if you're out there watching the ether, don't forget to hit that join button. Keep Dolly alive, okay? I ain't gonna post no pictures of no dead kids. Promise. Okay? Pinky promise. We can shake on it. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's one of those things that some people are like, well, if you bitch, you the YouTube police. But, you know, you just try to put that message out there. And I hope Zav Girl heard my video of like, hey, that was the right thing to do. You could have did it a couple days ago. But it's the right thing to do. And I hope you feel better doing it. Because if you don't own it and you don't realize that you did wrong, then you just came up here and said some shit so people wouldn't be mad at you. But if you realize your errors and your flaw, then you can fix that. You can learn from it. That's what I believe. So anyway, guys, let's open up the phone lines. What do y'all think? Was Zav girl sincere in her apology? Do y'all forgive her, or is it just, hey, we're gonna need some time, see what you do, right? So we can weigh you on the whole scale. That's what I try to do with people. Like, she made a mistake, but has she been bad previous? You know, everybody makes a mistake every now and then. That's what I think. You guys hit up the phone line. Let me know what you think. Okay, call-in numbers on the screen, 757-797-6694. You agree there's too much desensitization on in the world? All right, let's get this phone call right here. Hold on a second. Dolly.
Hi, Jimmy. It's Paper Cut.
Paper Cut Tina.
Hello. Okay, the chat's going to probably be mad at me and everything. And what I want to say, I'm just going to say. I don't buy it.
You don't buy it?
Now, that's the wrong thing to say. I know when someone apologizes.
Uh-huh.
I feel like, I'm just going to say my reasoning. Okay, I really followed this. I followed this clear back on It's a Crime, the Canadian Ladies channel, way before court came and all of that. So I'm really invested. Not that other people aren't in chat and stuff like that. So it seemed a little, God knows I'm long-winded, okay? But it was way too long-winded. And
I thought it was pretty quick and to the point. I mean, it was under, what, a couple minutes? She came out and was like...
I liked the beginning, Jimmy, but then it was like she might as well have said, but this is why I did it. Now, I understand she wanted to explain some of it.
You know what I think,
What?
Tina? Is I think she had wrote it down and she was reading it.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think.
Most definitely.
She had wrote it on paper and then she was reading it, what she had wrote. I mean, I think that would be the smart thing to do. But I guess when you speak from the heart, I don't write shit down. I just speak from the heart. You know? You start writing shit down.
Yeah, and I don't hold that against her.
I mean, I don't either. You write everything down. I'm just not a writer downer. And I got a kind of feeling that she was kind of like she had wrote that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And also, to be clear, I'm always very detailed. I'm always explaining myself. So, I mean, I understand that part of it. But I just feel like she should have apologized.
Are you signing up for my sensitivity classes? Because I'm going to blow up on this. This is Dolly's Get Rich plan right here. Sensitivity classes. I'm thinking there's a lot of people out here that need Dolly sensitivity classes.
What, you think I need it?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Do you want to sign up?
I knew you were going to say that. I don't know. Do you want to sign up? Is it $19.99 or $19.95?
It's $19.95, but it's 3 payments. That's just to sign up. So it's 3 easy payments of $19.95 to sign up. Now, that ain't what I'm going to bill you for the sensitivity classes. That's just what the fee is for signing up.
I'm sensitive enough. God knows.
I know. Don't start crying.
I mean,
okay. But you
I know.
You think her thing was just bullshit, and she's just doing it not to have people mad at her?
No. Well, I don't think it was bullshit. I think it was way too sort of orchestrated, nearly choreographed. I think because it was such, like, you know, when you said, before I called, when you said it's not that the boy just died and everything, he was brutally murdered.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like hard enough, right? If someone's sick and dies or just gets hit by a car, he was slaughtered. And he went through all that freaking emotional BS with her, the stepmother, you know, the jealousy and getting mad at him when they went hiking or whatever the night before he was killed. I guess he wet his pants or he did something, soiled him or wet his pants. I don't know. And
But
that
there's
got
nothing in
brought
this
up.
world that can reason what that lady did, and I hope she rots the hell under the jail. And
Oh my
and
God.
I hope, because look, I do believe that Zav girl is a nice person. She's always been nice to
Yeah.
me. She's had every opportunity to jump on the same hate train everybody else did against me, and she's always treated me respectfully and nice. I think she's a decent person. She just made a terrible mistake.
Yeah, but I didn't like the way it took. You said it took her 2 days. Didn't it take her nearly 3 days to apologize?
Well,
I mean,
don't know how
I'm not
long
even
it
going to
took her.
read back the chat.
It
I
just
can imagine the chat.
What matters is the apology genuine or not. She could have
Do
acted
you
a little
think it
quicker.
is?
Yeah, I think she's
I
sorry.
mean,
I don't think she
100%
realized.
genuine, though, like 100%. I think you're thinking maybe 10 or 20%
I like to
isn't
give the girl the benefit of the
to save
doubt.
face.
I just like to give her the
She
benefit of the
trying to
doubt.
save face. Yeah.
You know, There's-
You don't think she's trying to save face at all? Because I sure do.
well, I'm sure she don't want everybody on the internet hating her and thinking she's evil. Because I've heard people on the man on the news and her dad said the girl's evil. How would you want to be called evil? Evil's a bad thing to call somebody. It's like
Yeah.
that's a pretty. Usually evil ain't that bad, but when somebody calls you evil in this situation, that's bad to be called. That's like calling you worse than a curse word. You just straight up evil, like a bad soul. That's not good.
Yeah.
And I
It's
don't think
almost
she's a
worse.
bad soul. I do not at all think she's a bad soul.
Yeah,
I
it's
think she's a
almost
little
worse.
spaced out sometimes, and she might do things without thinking about it.
Right. When you brought up the evil, I was thinking of, the clip channel that was trying to imply that I murdered my neighbor when I gave the couch, but or when or later or whatever. But it's like if I was called evil,
And that lady
I would
needs to
hate
take
that word.
that lady needs to take that video down herself. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason to be
Mhm.
showing that boy dead on the internet. There's just no reason. The
Yeah,
Kendrick
Plunder
boy,
even touched upon it.
yeah, the Kendrick boy,
Mhm.
that needs to be taken down. I mean,
The what boy? The what boy?
Kendrick Johnson.
I don't know that one.
Okay, well, there was a channel that posted that video, and I ain't up here to bash on other YouTube creators or not like that, but people that are posting
Yeah.
things like this, you need to take them down. I would just take
Right.
it down and like, don't do stuff like that. It
No.
ain't against the law what you're doing. It's just not it ain't something a good person would do.
No, I mean, you have to put yourself in their shoes. You just have to. The caller you had on earlier, the last lady, I really liked what she had to say. I don't know, I can't remember it right now, but the words she used and everything. I don't know if you remember who she is, but who is Kinder? Who is that?
It's a
Is
young
that a
man.
boy?
This is a young man. He was from Georgia, and they found him rolled up in some wrestling mats. Okay, and they
Oh,
were
that
investigated
one.
it, and they ruled it an accident that he climbed up in there and suffocated or died
Yeah,
or whatever
right.
it may be.
Mhm.
But really, he was beat by some other students, and he was put in there allegedly. There's a lot
Yeah.
of people believe that this boy was murdered, and this video is on the internet of them showing him in the mats, and I was kind of surprised at the creator, and I'm just it's just like the best thing I could tell people that do things like this without trying to start a war with everybody is take that
Mhm.
stuff down. Just take it down.
Right. There's no autopsy of Kinder.
No,
It's
it's
just
not
him, not just, but
it's
it's
the
him
video of
rolled
them
up in the
walking up
thing.
on him dead, and that's too much because he's a kid.
Mhm.
This ain't a grown
Yeah.
person. This is a kid in school.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. He's the one that had the dreadlocks and stuff, I think.
it's just like if you're
But
gonna
I know who you mean now.
if like
Mhm.
Zav girl is getting this heat for this, then like people that are doing this, they need to get the same type of heat so they'll stop doing it. Nothing against any
Yep.
YouTuber. I ain't trying to start fights with YouTubers out here. I'm just saying, look, if you're posting pictures of dead kids, take that shit down. And if you got a problem with me for saying that, then then I can't mess with you anyway. You know, you just
Right,
at that point you're
right.
just a bad soul. I mean, a good person wouldn't do that type of stuff.
Right. It kind of makes me wonder if, well, frankly, I think I know the answer. I don't know her at all. I shouldn't be judgmental, but if people hadn't gotten in such an uproar about it, would she be apologizing or thinking she even did anything wrong? I don't think
Well,
so.
maybe she didn't think she did nothing wrong at first, and then she had to sit back and go,
Right.
okay, maybe I did do something wrong because all these people are going crazy, and maybe she
Yes.
had to reflect. Sometimes it's hard to see your own mistakes, you know? If you could see it, you
Yeah,
wouldn't have
that's
made it,
true.
you know?
Right, that's true. I've had people point mine out. My ex mother-in-law, she liked to point out my mistakes. But anyway, I'll let you go on that note. All
All
right.
right,
Well,
Tina.
thank you.
All
All
right.
right. Bye bye.
Peace. So Tina says she's not buying the apology. You know, it seems a little like to try to get people off her back. Of course, nobody's going to want you breathing down her neck. She's lost a lot of subs. And maybe she's truthful that she did a little reflecting, you know? The baby, you know what I'm saying? Your mama holds you and you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Dolly, callers are loud, but your audio is really low. Okay, well I can fix that for you guys. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'll turn my audio up a little bit. And I'll turn the desktop audio down a little bit. There you go. So what else, people? Anybody think she's legitimately sorry? Hit the phone lines. Let me know. Do y'all believe Zav Girl's apology? Paper Cut Tina says bullshit. I say I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. If she continues to make horrible actions, that's what I would weigh her on. You know, one bad thing. I don't know. It's hard to say. That was pretty bad. It's bad when it makes the news. Dolly,
Hey, Dolly, how you doing?
what's going on? Who's this? Where you calling from?
It's Steve from California.
What's up, Steve?
Not much. I'm with Tina on that.
You think it's just
I don't buy it. I don't buy it. No, I don't think it's bullshit, but she's trying to save her ass.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
Because
blame her
she
for trying
sees
to
that
say.
it- well,
Anybody's
she
going to try
sees
to
that
say, if you fell off a cliff, you're going to reach for the ledge, ain't you?
Well, I understand that, but
Yeah.
she's trying to, she didn't think it would blow up maybe if whatever as big as it is, but it's worldwide. So she sees the backlash that she's going to get, and she's an adult. She knows better. She should have thought it out before she even posted that video and thought about it.
Well, she's
It's a little too late for that.
I mean, she legitimately said, I won't thinking. It was evident you wasn't thinking, you know. I mean, now you know that, but yeah.
But then, I don't blame her 100% for it. I blame actually
The
where
courts?
she got it from. Where she got it from, exactly.
Yeah,
yes.
it's a little bit of both of their faults. One,
Stuff like that should not be
she
public
did
information,
say,
period.
I didn't request it. Well, you still didn't have to share it. Even though they gave it to you didn't have to share it. She chose. That was where her bad action was. She chose to.
Exactly.
Even though they sent her the pictures and she seen it, didn't mean she had to show it to everybody else.
Yep.
You know, and
So I blame her for doing what she did, but I blame the courts for giving her the papers.
that's right. And this needs to be an example. And I'm glad it's getting attention because maybe they can change this and we don't never have to see no more autopsy photos of a
Yeah,
dead little
because
kid.
that's ridiculous,
here's the
whether it's
thing
an
is,
adult, a child, or what. It
I've
shouldn't
never
be
seen an
shown.
autopsy of a dead kid because I didn't watch her video. So I've still never seen, to this day, an
I haven't
autopsy
seen it
of a
neither.
kid,
As soon as
and
I heard what it was.
I hope I don't, ever. You know?
Yeah, no. That shouldn't be out there like that.
So you're calling BS?
Never.
You're calling BS on her apology too?
Yep.
All right.
Sure am.
All right. Well, I don't know. We'll see how it all plays out for her and what she does coming up in the future.
Well, there's another point of backlash that I'm going to see out of it also is more than likely YouTube's going to clamp down harder on people like you for what she did.
Yeah, but I don't do that stuff, so it don't really.
No, I'm
faze
just saying,
me.
as far as restricting what you can post, and it's just another tool that they're going to use against creators.
I agree too, and it's just a bad stain on the true crime community as a whole. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people look at it like a community. the true crime community on YouTube, it's like we got a bad apple.
Exactly. So,
You know?
and you know how that goes a lot of times. One bad
Bad
apple
apples.
ruins the bushel. So,
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It makes the true crime, all us true crimers look a little bad. It ain't just a
Yep.
stain on her; it's a stain a little bit on all of us. And I hope she
Yes,
realizes that
sir.
too. You know what I'm saying? But she
Well,
did
you know,
apologize.
I
She did say to the true crime community, "I apologize to the true crime community that I let down, and her viewers
mean, I'm not
and the
saying
family."
she's a bad person, but you know, she should have thought about it before she, you know, reacted. Basically, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree.
You know.
I agree. All right, man. You have a good one.
You do the same, Dolly. Take
All
care
right.
of yourself.
Peace.
Have a good night.
Okay. Back to back, two people. See, like I said, you know, this is somebody that's always been nice to me. So I tend to try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I do know what she did is stupid. It's horribly wrong. You know, is it, to me? She's a little spacey. You know, that's kind of why I've always liked her, because she's like, looks like she's tripping on some shrooms or something. You know what I'm saying? And she's just kind of like got the big eyes and kind of reminds me of like an alien or something, but in a good way, because I really like her. That's why I was really surprised by it, that she was getting so much heat. And when I was in Vegas, I wasn't really paying too much attention to really what was going on. And then when I got back, I got the whole layout of it, and I was like, okay, you know. But she did apologize. Is it real? To me, it sounded like something she wrote down, but that don't mean she didn't write it from the heart. You know, she could have been sitting there thinking about it for a little while and wrote a little bit of it, and said it, and then didn't like what she said and tried to, you know, change it up. You know, that's a little bit of editing. You could see the clips and cuts in her video. But is my stuff still freezing up, guys? Dolly, you are frozen with a circle going in this. Okay, yeah, I'm just having terrible internet issues, guys. So I guess we're just gonna wrap it up. Maybe I'll try to come streaming from my phone. So I don't know what's going on with my internet, but I'll catch up with you guys later when everything's working, if y'all can hear me. Peace.